How do I get 4 or 5 days worth of gear into a 40-liter pack? Let's get into it. Hey guys, quick shout out to Emery Mullen who asked me to show how I pack my pack, so that was the inspiration for this video. Let's take a look. So this is my Kakwa 40, and as you see I have it fully loaded right now. So it comes in for 4 or 5 days worth of food. It's usually around 25 to 29 pounds probably. So I have things that are easy access on the back, water bottles on the side. I'll go over the hip belt and stuff I have on that as well. I usually keep this up top, and by the way, that's where I'm going to put the bear vault when I have to deal with that darn thing. But that seems to work out. I can just put my tent, and I'll show you my tent here in a little bit, but I can just throw my Plex Solo inside of the bear vault and put it up top. But otherwise, same setup. Tripod on the outside so I can get to it quickly. Water. My water purification and filter, all that stuff's on the outside, so all that stuff's easy access. But let's go ahead and go through it one step at a time. Well, let's start with I roll down the top of the bag all the way down to the top of where the frame comes up, and it holds together really good that way. Makes it easier to pack. So the first thing I need to do is get that liner in there, and I turn the volume down. Those liners are very, very loud, but it's a Nylofume liner. I've had it for a long time. They last forever. So we'll get that in there first. And as you can see, I fold it back too, just to keep it from getting crunched in there. First thing I pack is my quilt, and in my quilt I have all my clothes and extra socks and that sort of, even my down sweaters in that bag. That too is a waterproof bag that I put just as double insurance against it getting wet, because if any of that down got wet it would really be hard to stay warm. Let's get it good and tucked in there. And everything's black in there, so it's kind of hard to see. Next I put in my Nemo tensor sleeping pad, so I just fold it into sections about the size of the opening and just set it on top. And as you can see, it's just not taking up that much space in the pack so far. 40 liters is quite a bit actually. Still plenty of room. Almost forgot my pillow. I don't know if that would matter that much if that got wet, but this will keep it dry. It's not any harder to put it in. You push all the air out of it as I can, and it's shocking how much you can compress that. And then I twist it up really, really tight, and then just tuck it in the back. I'll show you here in a minute. You'll see how tight it actually gets. So nice and snug, completely watertight. That Nylofume bag, like I said, has never leaked. Then my food bag, and that also has my cook kit in there. And you can see all the gear I have listed down below if you want to see individually what they are. And also my last video, there you can see still a ton of room. Also my last video I went through my favorite pieces of gear, and this is one of them, my Plex Solo. That also has a ground sheet, and with it, as you can see, it just drops right on top just perfectly. And last I put in my rain gear, so I like to put that on top because it adds a little bit of security, a little bit of water protection, although I've never had water get in there yet, but makes me feel better. So I put the pants and the coat on the top, and that's a Outdoor Vitals Tesher rain jacket that I've not even tried yet. I can't wait to take that out and see how it does. It's brand new. I'll be testing that soon. And once I get that all tucked in there, you'll see I still have the entire sleeve to go. So just a ton of room. That just goes to the top of the frame. Pop it up and roll it down. Look at all that room. So I have to take a jacket off or something. I have plenty of room to throw it in there. Occasionally, if it's raining hard enough, I'll take my camera off and throw it in a bag and throw it on top. And then also that darn bear vault will sit right up on top there when I'm using it. So finally the back panel, I put in my tent stakes first, and then my electronics. Yes, my electronics are on the outside. They're in that waterproof bag that I fold over. I've never had those get wet either, not even damp. And then I have my ditty bag and first aid. Is all in there. Stuff it in right next to the electronics. Head net, that's a lifesaver sometimes, as much as I carry it around and don't use it. But when I absolutely need it, whoa, it's wonderful. And then my poop bag. Last in the back there. You can see still room for other stuff in case I want to stuff something else in there. On the Kakwa, it has one side that's low cut and the other one that's pretty high. So on the high side, because I don't want it to fall out, I put in my water filter. That's a Knock bag. I roll up my platypus filter. And then right next to it I put my tripod, because photography is half the fun for me when I'm out backpacking. And I usually only carry one water bottle, but I'm showing I can carry two. And that goes on the low cut side because it's easier to access them to reach back and just pop it out. But like I said, I usually only carry one, but you can easily carry two. And then on top I put my 1/8 inch closed cell foam, which is really handy for so many things. Once again, that's in my video with my favorite gear. You can see the yellow tabs hanging down to hold an umbrella when I decide to bring an umbrella, so it's hands-free. On the right hand side I keep some of my stuff for easy access, so I have sunscreen, lip balm, my wallet, just so I don't lose it. I have a little knife, and that orange thing you see there's also a knife that folds out, super light. I seem to think I really need it, but I haven't used it yet. And then on the left side I usually put whatever snacks for the day. So make sure you like and subscribe and ask some questions.